Hey everybody, That's a Lot of Sodium, and I'm back here with another video. It's been like a week since I've uploaded, but I did go through, just about a box of pennies. I went through $20 in, rolls, so that's 40 rolls. Unfortunately, half of them they're from two different banks, and half of them were customer wrapped, and in those customer wrapped rolls, I did not find any, wheat pennies, which means they were most likely searched, or anyone who went through them just knew that the wheat pennies specifically were ones that they didn't turn in. So I did still find some really cool stuff, and one of the coins I found in those customer wrapped was probably made it worth not finding that many wheat pennies. So I found 13 wheat pennies. The oldest was from 1940, so it wasn't like I found anything that old. For the wheat pennies, I didn't get anything that filled my book, but I did get a 1974 S, and that did end up filling my book. But that was the only one that I didn't already have in my book, which I got this hunt. And then for the 2009s, I'm not quite sure all the names, but I got one of the, I think that's the early life, two of the early life ones, three of these ones, three of the professional life, and then four of, I don't know what that one's called either. I also got four Canadians, or one of those, and I got four Canadians. So I found four Canadians, which is actually not a very large amount. Typically, I find more Canadians than I find wheat pennies hunting rolls, but that might just be because these ones were not customer wrapped like I usually go through. And then the two highlights of the hunt were this young head Canadian, which I don't know if you can see, but it does have some really nice toning. Some blue and then reds across the edge, which doesn't show up really well on camera, but you can kind of make out the toning, and in person it is much nicer. So not only was it a young head, my only young head of the box, but it was also really nicely toned, and it is in pretty good condition. It's from 1964, so it's one of the later ones, I think. And then this was the real, great find of the box. It's a 1998, which I think it's a weak strike. If you look at the 8, it's basically non-existent. And you can see it's lighter, and up here around through Trust is really light, and then the bottom of Lincoln and some of the top. So that's not wear. It appears to me to be a weak strike rather than a struck through grease, only because of the way it is, the amount it's affecting. Typically, with a struck through grease, you don't get it all over, at least in my experience. And then also on the reverse, you do see in the A in America going across, and a little bit you can kind of see right below the Lincoln Memorial, which would make this is an error coin. I'm not quite sure if it's valuable, but it is definitely rare, and it's something unique, and I've never found anything like it. So it is very interesting to find something like this. If you guys know anything more about it, please tell me in the comments, because this is a really cool. See, there you can see the bottom of Lincoln, and across his face and head is also pretty messed up. So yeah, pretty unique. Not anything that I've found before personally, but it is really interesting because it is unique, and it is, at least I believe it to be, an error coin. Really my first real error, so pretty interesting. And then as always, subscribe, and have a great day.